Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be covering Meta's earnings along with a ticker request from the previous video of Lumen Technologies. However, before we get into the video, quick legal disclaimer. This is not financial trading advice. I'm not a financial advisor. All risk you take in the market is your own. Remember, you put yourself in the trade, no one else did. All right, let's get into the video. So we're going to be going over Meta's earnings day. So Meta reported earnings day on February 21st, 2023 with a massive beat on the reported earnings along with revenue. They reported a $3 earnings per share, estimated $2.25, which is a 75-cent beat per share, along with a reported revenue of $32.17 billion, estimated 31.80. Nice beat on there. However, that's not the only thing driving the stock up further. It's because they announced a massive buyback during their press conference, which sent the stock sky high, breaking through almost all resistance levels. We did break through the 200 daily on the day, and then in after hours pump through to the 200 weekly, which is a nice sign on Meta. We're up about 23%, which is a massive move on Meta. That is absolutely insane. Nearly $100 million was created just in that move alone in market cap. So that's a massive move on Meta. And now let's look at larger time frames just to see what we could be expecting. So bull case, you're above every single moving average here. Meta's price is right here. Your moving averages are down here. That's bullish. However, the one thing that I would caution is that I wouldn't be looking to necessarily get into Meta just because you've had a blue sky breakout that you are now looking at previous resistances at $183.33 in this region that comes back from the August sell-off. So I want to see how it interacts there, possibly have a nice pullback to support and then keep pushing higher. And because you will open with a gap, you have the susceptibility for a gap fill. So that's another thing. However, if you continue higher on Meta, I would probably be looking at $192 or $94 as being the resistance level for the company. That's where we had mass sell-off from June when the market sold off as a whole, but due to the buybacks, I do believe this move would hold, but we may see some pullbacks along the way. Now, bear case, there's not much of a bear case. You have a strong uptrend going up into Meta. You're above all the moving averages, and now let's take a look at Lux Algo to see what it's confirming. So for Meta, we are in a daily reversal zone. However, this does not necessarily mean that we can't push higher. That just means that you're probably going to be breaking through this reversal zone, may have a strong sell-off due to this being previous resistance. However, I truly would like to see Meta coming up to the 198 level to almost 200 or a true bearish scenario in the play. Right now, we're just gonna have to see what the stock does. If you're in Meta, congratulations, you just made 23% in one day, or took back some losses if you bought that late at last year. Overall, I would look to be getting into a pullback on the company. It's going to be in a strong uptrend along with the rest of the market after today's FOMC meeting where the Federal Reserve delivered a less hawkish expectation, and really the market just didn't really care what the Fed had to say. They said, hey, here we're going to keep rates higher for longer but slower increase. The market's like, okay, chug a long time. So we have to see how unemployment and everything is, but I think the Fed is kind of just leaving the market to its own devices, and now the focus turns to company earnings. Case in point, Meta reported good earnings, good everything, and pumped up 23%. So we have to be cautious about now, but I'm starting to change my tune on the market. You know, it's okay to be wrong, but it's not okay to stay wrong. So you have to see what the charts are telling you. The charts are telling you bullishness. Now, if we dive into Lumen Technology, so if we look at Lumen Technology, it is a pretty bearish case for the company overall. It has been in a massive downtrend. You're seeing about from the September sell-off to now, you're down 52%, pretty much underwater on the company, below all the moving averages. You did get a rejection today off the 50 daily moving average, which is bearish. You could see lower prices if you break this bottom here of $5. You're probably heading lower. And if you look at the company's history, how long of a sell-off this has been, it has been a couple of years. This is not something that I would be necessarily wanting to touch to invest in if you are in it, and I'm hoping you're not, but in the case that someone is in this company right now, I would just cut my losses and move on. There's more trades and more money to be made. You do almost have what could be head and shoulders on the daily here, and then forming the neck shoulder here. However, all patterns have to be confirmed in order to come true, and that means we have to break that $5 range, also form the right shoulder. There is some bullishness may be there, but I'm seeing a rejection off the 50 and possibly heading lower tomorrow. So this is one of those get out while you still can. If we look at the chart on the Lex Algo, overall bearish. We do have some support in the reversal zone sitting around $3. That's where you could be going. You did kind of form a zone here. MACD is curling up, so there is the possibility that it tackles the 50 daily moving average again. However, it is getting rejected off today, so I would definitely be cautious about where we go from here. If we start seeing price breaking down below that $5.10 level, I definitely will be getting out. If we see a continuation through the MACD starting to turn bullish and RSI kind of in the neutral zone, we could push up and possibly see even $6.25 to $6.73. That's where I'd be looking to exit if this continues higher, and look for smarter investments or more profitable investments in the future in other companies that don't have such a horrendous chart. If you guys like this type of content, let us know down in the description. As you guys saw, we can request tickers. Just throw the ticker symbol down in the comments below. If you like this type of content, just hit the like button for us. It really tells us if we're doing what you guys want, or if you want to leave a comment of how we can improve the content, we also appreciate those as well. Hit subscribe and stay tuned for more, guys. Farewell.